Andrew here. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a power metal band out of Germany, Thornbridge. I'm going to be talking about their two albums. This first guy here I got in my hands, What Will Prevail. Just looking at it, there's a lot of details here, so I'm going to try to zoom in as best as I can so you guys can kind of check out the details. But this opens up with a nice instrumental piece. It's kind of symphonic, orchestral, and it kind of lures you into this journey that's going to be coming up with Blow Up the Gates of Hell and The Dragons Reborn. I really like these two tracks kind of coming together because they really set you on this fantastical journey with some stellar guitar work, gripping energy, catchy vocal melodies, and pulse-pounding drums. They also have these very catchy, majestic choruses that just are amplified by the addition of choirs, and I just felt like those are really dynamic and really add a lot to each song with these huge choruses. So right off the bat you got these two really gripping songs that I felt like really lure the listener in and are great to kind of get you going into the album, kind of set you up on what's going to be, you know, delivering on this journey in this nice story we got going on. All of this is carried into the title track, What Will Prevail. I felt like it has, obviously, you know, it's going to have some of the same elements as the first couple of tracks, but I felt like the nuances sort of made add these little additional boosts to like the vocals and guitars. I felt like these tandem shouts to a few words that, you know, help the words and the syllables sort of leap out and it really catch the listener with that, and these tight tremolo pieces or guitar parts that really enhance the guitar work I felt in the lead work in What Will Prevail. So you had a couple of these little details, these little things they added to set up the song a little differently from the other ones and give you a whole brand new hook. Next track I'm going to talk about is probably my favorite off the album. One of my favorites for sure is Coachman's Curse. I really enjoyed the story and all the in-depth dynamics and grand melodies that were in this one. This one really was set apart with a lot of different pieces. There was this occasional aura that had this sort of subtle ominous tone that I really liked, kind of changed the dynamic of the song, gave it a new, like I said, aura and atmosphere. I really felt like this ominous tone kind of fought with the bravado of the guitars and drums, so you had sort of this clash there from the atmosphere and the instruments, and then it was ultimately like defeated by the hope and the glory of the grand chorus and vocal work. So I kind of felt like there was this inner battle between the atmosphere, the instruments, and then like the vocals and just the majesty of the chorus I kind of felt was going on in Coachman's Curse. And I really like what the vocalist here, Jorg Nanender's delivery was. It's not like it changes, but I just felt on Coachman's Curse that his vocal work was it just leapt out of even a bit more. Like it was just clean, crisp, easy to feel, easy to absorb. I just really liked how it came across in Coachman's Curse. Not necessarily like it was any terribly different between the other songs. It just, for some reason, it came out here. Maybe it was the way he sung a few lyrics here and there, maybe. I'm not sure, but maybe you can tell me. Anyways, I'm going to talk about 5 songs on each album, my 5 top songs I picked. And the last one for What Will Prevail is Neverwinter Nights. This one I thought was really captivating because it changed the atmosphere and aura as well from the other tracks, as well as many captivating elements within this sort of alluring coldness to the intro. And there's this very strong gripping guitar work and this edge of your seat flow, catchy vocals and lyrics to really grip the listener. But I just like this sort of overall cold atmosphere that I got from it, from the intro, that kind of was projected into the song a little bit, along with the traditional, or you know, not traditional, but their signature elements that they used in the previous songs. So you have this new mixture coming together and giving Neverwinter Nights its own identity as well, like I said about Coachman's Curse. So the next album is this guy here, Theatrical Masterpiece. And in my opinion, this is a masterpiece. I really enjoyed this album. I think it really kicks ass. I really like their artwork here too. It's got this cool sort of wraparound cover that you guys can see here. I love the illuminating aura from the huge chorus here with its vibrant choir and melodies in the title track, Theatrical Masterpiece. Very exhilarating energy and immediate hook for the album. along with some great lead work and just this punch in the face power. I like how this opens up because it's kind of a bridge between this album and What Will Prevail. You got the awesome vocals, great guitar work, pulse pounding energy, and it just kind of picks up where the last album left off. And I really like you kind of get that signature Thornbridge in your face power metal. The next track is probably one of my favorites from Thornbridge on these two albums, Revelation. This contains many tempo changes, and I found it transformed the song at times. It had these accelerated parts that truly boosted the guitars, and when Maximilian Gluck, the drummer here, let's see if I can find him. Yeah, there he is, over there in the corner. But yeah, his drum work I just thought was awesome. When he would pull back for the chorus or a short bridge, bridge part, the vocal melodies could just soar forward. And this is what I've talked about many times, that the subtleties of what drums can really do to the guitar work or the vocals. I really just noticed that in Revelation, that how much it really did in this song. Really let the guitar and the vocal melodies sort of soar and pop here and there. I just thought that was really good, and really kind of helped, I think, Revelation stand out to me as well. Really got to hear a lot of all those melodies and hear the little nuances that the drums are doing. Really cool shit there for sure. Now this next pair of tracks I really liked. I really put those together as well, Demon in Your Heart and Journey to the Other Side. And I put these together because I felt like there was this kind of dark haze that started to flow into some of the bits of the music, and certainly the lyrics that bestow this darkness, not just on these two tracks, but it kind of was going through the album. But I felt like Demon in Your Heart and Journey to the Other Side sort of started to bring this haze and this different atmosphere into the album as we kind of headed into the second half of the album. I kind of thought, like, I don't know if this was on purpose because the story going on and things, but I just sort of felt like that was kind of something that was going on. And I kind of like that when the songs kind of start to drift in the direction that you're trying to deliver, and you kind of do it bit by bit. Like each panel in a comic you're making darker and darker as you get to like some sort of bleak place. And I just thought they did a really good job in Demon in Your Heart and Journey to the Other Side, like I said, with the atmospheric haze and the music and the lyrics sort of bestowing this darkness. It's a great pair of songs right in the middle of the album, I felt. And going into another one of, I think, my favorite Thornbridge tracks between the two albums, Ember in the Winter Grove. This one has these great flavors of musical emotions throughout, stemming from the vocal melodies in the verse and great melody in the chorus as well. But the interlude guitar work is my favorite on the album. I actually really love this piece. It casts this veil over the interlude, which was absolutely captivating as any vocal melody. I just absolutely thought it was super hooky. Probably some of the hookiest, catchiest stuff that I feel like Thornbridge has done is in that interlude, that guitar work from Ember into the Winter Grove. I thought that was absolutely kick-ass, and that's why I think that song just absolutely leapt out at me as one of my favorites. But those are my 5 tracks off of Theatrical Masterpiece. Both albums I really enjoy. I really felt like there was an evolution too, from What Will Prevail to Theatrical Masterpiece as well, which I thought was good. Sometimes the bands don't really evolve, but I definitely felt like there was an evolution, and adding some dynamics to this album as well. But I've been talking about Thornbridge because they do have a new album coming out, so I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to talk about these two albums. And I look forward to their new album coming out in March. I'm always looking at my calendar, if you wonder why I look over there. But yeah, and I've heard a couple of songs, awesome songs right off the bat, so I'm really hoping to hear more from that very soon. I'll be definitely talking about that album. So feel free to check out Thornbridge. All the links to their music and their website and stuff like that in the description below, of course, along with my other things that I put down there, my other channels. Yes, my other channels. So feel free, check out some Thornbridge. They're kind of like these guys, Ord Nogan. Makes sense because their lead man does some mixing and mastering, I believe, for Thornbridge. I should probably look in the liner notes for that. But anyways, till next time, folks, how about some heavy listening?